Pants, 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 pants. Hello all, and welcome to Killer Kitsch Lizzie, my weird little world where I like to knit and sew and do other crafty things and have weird musical openings. If you continued watching after that horrible musical intro, thank you. Sorry, just being silly. It is January. January for me is a really hard month. Usually it's sunny and really, really cold, but we've been having a lot of overcast days, and I don't know. I'm hoping I make it to the end. No, I'll make it to the end. I'm just kidding. My husband and I keep talking about getting the, I don't know what it's called. I think it's referred to as the SAD lamp for people that suffer from SAD. We need to go buy one because, especially in the last few years, I am noticing that if I don't get enough sunlight, it actually does affect my energy levels and my mental health. So yeah, we need to get on that and actually buy one of those lamps. You're supposed to have X amount of sunlight every day, and we're not getting as much as we need. So that isn't really what I'm here to talk about. I am here to talk about pants. Again, I apologize for the musical interlude. I can't sing. I can't. Also, again, a bit of a waffle. I got a head cold back in November, towards the end. It was a cold that just would not go away. It lasted for a couple of weeks, and normally a cold maybe lasts a week, maybe. I had, and still having, a little bit of issues. Like, I get postnasal drip once in a while, which I had that for weeks after my cold. And during my cold, I lost my voice completely. I had laryngitis. It actually sounded worse than I was. So at the beginning of December, I didn't go to a few, like 2 or 3 events, which we would do with our friends, because I actually sounded worse than I do. And I have not fully gotten my voice back. I don't know if you hear it. It's cracking a lot more than it did ever before. I know when I talk a lot, or if I'm not drinking enough water as I'm talking, I do partially lose my voice. That's been a thing for decades, but sometimes I sound like I have just smoked like 10 packs of cigarettes. And I don't smoke, and I'm not around people that smoke most of the time. Again, sorry, off on a rant. Anyway, but that's why the beginning of the video, my singing is crap. Also, I can't sing. But on to pants. Back in my Make 9 video, a couple of videos ago, I did list off several pairs of pants that I'm going to be making. I just wanted to sort of do a bit of a quick update on where I am with that. The ones that I'm doing, I've also added I've added one to the list, I think. So I'm going to revisit my 1940s pants. They're in a pile. I have printed off the Lucille trouser pattern. It's in a, I store my patterns in, I think these are 1 or 2 quart. I can't remember. They're the biggest Ziploc bags you can get. So I do store my patterns in that. So it is in there ready to go. I have not printed, but it's on my list, the Smooth Sailing trousers. They are now done in, the woman that created the patterns actually, I don't even think she's doing them anymore, or she's doing minimal patterns, I think. Originally there was one size, and it was the biggest of the size was too small for me, and I would have to grade up a lot to get to my size. Then she did a larger set of sizes, though there is going to be some adjusting and grading to fit me, it is closer to my size. So I'm also added that into my pile. The Haslam is going to be probably a video coming up in the next month or so. Don't hold me that. Do not hold me to that, but it is coming. And I'm going to try to do show and tells with each of these patterns to tell you what my problems are, what the pros and cons of the pattern are, things like that. And Mrs. Depew has the patterns that they're similar to the golden ruler to a certain point, where it's a round piece that is like a miniature of the pattern piece, and you use the rulers to size it up to your size. I had started doing a pair of pants using that a really long time ago, just because I wanted to test it out, because a lot of people were saying they felt it was very confusing, and I tried out, I thought pants would be the simplest, so I did start doing that, and I personally found it really easy to use the system. And that is going to be a future video as well, explaining how to use that system, because it's not as hard as you might think. It looks complicated, it's not. It's probably even easier than Haslam, to be honest. And I think I covered all the pants. Yeah, so those are the pants I'm going to be doing. Like I said, the 1940s pants are pulled. They've pulled the toiles out. They're in a pile. Oh, and culottes. I forgot the culottes. So culottes, these are Elsa, from Gertie's Patreon. They are, again, I mentioned this in the Make 9. The reason I'm doing pants as opposed to, culottes as opposed to full pants, is I'm just trying to, with the toile, not use as much material, because, you know, pants use a lot of fabric. And also, if I'm going to be doing a lot of adjustments or having to redo a toile more than once, I don't want to use and waste too much fabric. So that is why I'm just trying to pull out the it's a black and white. I print in black and white, so you're not going to see the colored, but it is this pattern, and I'll pop up a picture. It is the this one here. So this you can also do shorts, and you can also do full length, which are really cute actually, like secret pants. For now, I am just sticking with the culottes, and I will see how that goes. Also, I feel like as a pant or trouser pattern, I feel that culottes are a little more forgiving than pants because they do flare out. And again, and I know I keep bringing this up, and I am trying to get over it, but you know, I have body image issues because I'm not thin like I used to be. Over time, because of a knee injury, and then menopause, and then over COVID, we weren't getting out as much. A combination of all those things, I gained a lot of weight. So I became very uncomfortable with my body. And this year I am back to doing yoga and doing very thoughtful, health conscious eating again. Christmas, oh my god, we ate too much, way too much, too much sweets. So hopefully if I lose a bit of weight, that will help me with my body image. I am not gonna make that stop me from sewing or knitting. I've never made that, you know, it's never been a thing that I've like, it's never held me back from sewing. I sew for my body, but pants has been one of those things that I've had a lot of difficulty making because of that. And I came to accept that too. It wasn't because, oh, they don't fit right, they don't look good on me. It was because of my image issues with, you know, how I look now that I've gained a lot of weight. So I'm working really, really, really hard to move past that. But yeah, I have, as I move things around here, I have the full pattern cut out in toile fabric, which is this weird brown mustard color. I bought a lot of it. This is the end of it, actually. I don't think I have any more. I bought a lot of this a year ago, I think. It was super inexpensive, so I just bought a ton of it, and I've made quite a few toiles out of it actually. And it is 100% cotton, and I don't know what fabric I'm gonna make these with yet. I have fabric for pants set aside for this, so apologies, my battery died. So to continue on where I left off, I do have fabric for pants. I'm not 100% sure if that fabric is going to work for culottes. I think I need something a little lighter. The fabric I have they're both heavier materials, so probably not going to work for this. Definitely won't work for the Lucille trousers, so I'm going to have to find fabric for those two. The 1940s pants definitely will work. Yeah, like the smooth sailing, those ones, the heavier, thicker will work because I do want heavier pants for winter. Again, the whole reason I'm making pants is because it gets really cold here and I freeze in dresses and skirts, which I tend to wear most of the time. So that is basically a part 1 of where I am with my pants journey. These are going to get sewn up. The Elsa culottes are going to get sewn up very, very soon. I'll probably do like a sew and tell, maybe talk about fit issues, things like that. I'm probably going to do that with every pair of pants I make because I feel like every pair of pants I make, there's going to be fit issues that I'm going to have to work on. I mean, even Gertie, who is beautiful, has a gorgeous shape. They have to do multiple toiles to get their patterns to fit the models, like herself and Susie and the other models they're working with, to get it to fit their bodies properly. So that is not making me discouraged. What's making me discouraged is, and I'm sounding like a broken record, my body. But I think if I get a couple of pairs of pants made and I sort of figure out where my issues are, I think it'll make it easier for me to continue on making pants. So we'll see how that goes. Again, part 1. There's going to be several parts to this journey. And the next video you see of me talking about pants will be about where I am with these. Okay? That is it for pants today. So if you enjoyed this video, please give it a thumbs up. If you're not subscribed already, I would love it if you would subscribe and become part of my journey in sewing, knitting, and all the other stuff. Please tell your friends. And until next time, stay kitschy. Bye. Pants.